Alright, so you guys have probably thought about getting a flash for your camera. So I went ahead and got this to review. Now this is the Godox TT600S. I've seen a lot of good reviews on it, and it does have the high speed sync, so you're able to actually shoot photos at 300, 500, up to 8,000 frames per second, and it'll sync up. Also, I'm not a big fan of using the on camera flash. So I got one of these, and I got this one earlier, but this is the Godox transmitter, or I guess it's the receiver. This will be the transmitter, it receives it. So this is the master. So let's go ahead and unbox this little guy and we'll see what's inside. I got it on Amazon, I'll throw a link down below. So you get your manuals, you get your warranty card from China. That doesn't really mean anything. So it comes in a nice little pouch, keeps it from getting beat up around your stuff. Comes with the camera or the flash, and it comes with this nice little hot shoe, so you're able to actually kind of set on your desk. Comes with a little cover. These are plastic, keep that in mind, so don't be too rough with it. But the idea here is the camera hot shoe is metal, so if you were to mount it on your camera and then somebody would knock you, or you knock something, this would break off and not break your $2,000 camera. This is like, I think, $100 or something, so that's one of the reasons. So we'll go ahead and mount that to the hot shoe and spin it around, so that's it locked in place. Let's go ahead and put some batteries in there. And everything feels very sturdy, solid plastic. It's pretty nice. It's got your typical diffuser. I don't really use that, but it has it. You got your charging port, so you can actually go without batteries and just have a little external battery pack. All the buttons, they feel very nice. It doesn't feel cheap. Turning wheel feels a little cheap, but it's pretty solid. It clicks, and it doesn't, I don't know, it does what it's supposed to do. So I'm a fan of the Eneloop batteries, so we will go ahead and load up some Eneloops. You got your little markers on the inside here to see which side to put them in. So here we go, powered on. And basically the way you want to set this up is, let me just put everything to 0. I guess it doesn't really matter. Pick channel 3. What you want to do is you hold the mode button, and it lets you set up your device, whether it be manual, you can have it hooked up to your camera or have it externally. So we will go ahead and mount this little guy onto there. Now, I do want to show you guys something else. You might run into this, so I just want to show you ahead of time. So hypothetically, you put everything together and you throw your little hot shoe on here. One way to know if your hot shoe is properly seated, because sometimes it feels like it clicks in but it doesn't, is on top of here you'll have a camera little icon when it actually pops in. So you see that? And then you can tighten it up, and of course you get your little flash indicator, so you do know that it's officially hooked up. So that's done, that's tight, that's all good. Now here, if you want it to sync with this guy, you gotta hold down your mode button and you gotta select it to be slave, because that's what this will be. This will be the slave, so group A, channel 3. So you'll come here And I mean, I set all my cameras to the same thing, so it's already group A, it's channel 3. Got the high speed sync, which can be turned on and off. I think that if it's not being used, if you're actually not going above 200, it's not going to affect it, but let me just show you. So if you got your shutter speed, you get to 250 and you're kind of maxed out, which is typical with most flashes. And I'll show you this little flash. So it's working. Now all you do is on here, you switch it to sync, and it throws out a little H up there, and then it'll put it up here as soon as you start adjusting the settings. So if you watch here, we were maxed out at 250, but now we can go up as high as 8,000. So I don't know, let's keep it like a 2,000 or something. Take a picture. Once you do, now it shows that you're actually in high speed sync here. So it's all set up now. So you can actually adjust your zoom, and that basically takes the motor and has the flash go in and out. So let me see if I can get it from this little guy. So if we go to zoom, let's see, this was group A. Maybe I'm doing it wrong here. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't really use the zoom too much. I actually kind of, well, there you go. So I typically set my zoom at like 75 or 70 or so. That way the spread is pretty normal. You can go wider, but then it won't be as bright. It'll be a softer, or you can go 200 where it's like a beam. So that's that, and then your speed on your flash, that gets adjusted instantly. Let's go back to the old settings, and so what you do is you just spin the wheel. So I think my battery's running low here, but you get the idea. So we go back down to, let's say 150. Yeah, so if you're not using high speed, it does take it off all by itself. So you can pretty much just keep the high speed set up on this trigger, and it'll just turn on when you need to on the other camera. So overall, I mean, it looks pretty nice and small, very light, compact, and the flash, again, it's a pretty solid build. It's got all your typical, you know, spins and turns and whatever you would want it to do. So there you go, TT600S Godox for the Sony. And also keep in mind, when you're buying these flash systems, they do have different connectors. So you gotta look for this kind for the Sony specifically. Nikon, I mean, they'll all fit, but you got your little pins in there, so you gotta have the right pin out here as well. So thanks for watching. I'll throw some links down below so you guys can check them out for yourself on Amazon. Subscribe, like, and thanks for watching.